What are the top 5 free plugins that I use consistently in my tracks? In this video today, we're going to go over just that. I'm going to show you the plugins that I use, and then I'm going to show you some examples of how they're applied in my tracks. So the first one is Camel Crusher. This is a free distortion/saturation plugin made by Camel Audio. You put it on the plugin you want, you then select the preset you want, and then you fiddle with the knobs until you've got it sounding perfect. I love using it on my drums especially to make them sound more aggressive, and sometimes I use it on my basses as well to make them sound more gritty. My favorite presets are the British clean setting if I don't want to go too aggressive, and then if I want to go all out aggressive, I'll use the Annihilate preset. So I normally use it on a clap or a snare to get it sounding really crisp and really aggressive. You can see I've got it on the clap here, and then sometimes I'll use it on the kick drum if I want that to be really aggressive, but normally I wouldn't. You can see I'm using the Annihilate setting here as well. Let's listen to what this track sounds like without them applied and then with them applied. So this is without. And then this is with. Next up we have OTT. OTT is a multi-band compressor made by the same people who made Serum and Serum 2. You can heavily compress the highs, the mids, the lows, both upward and downward, and you can change the depth and the time of it as well. You basically slap it on and then the intensity of how much it's happening is here. So for example, you could do only a little bit of intensity or you could do maximum intensity depending on what you're going for. And then you can adjust the highs here, the mids here, the lows here. You get these dials as well, and then you've got the upward and downward here. I pretty much use it solely on basses, and it makes them sound more bright, louder, and more in your face. So let's listen to it in an example here. So I've got this bass sound, and the plugin is applied here. So let's listen with it turned off. Now let's turn this on and listen again. So you can hear there's a big difference there. I only ever apply it to the basses, never to the sub bass, by the way. Next up, we have GClip. This is a hard clipper by GVST. It basically chops off the peaks instead of gain reducing them, which is what a limiter does. So it's really good for using on transient heavy sounds like drums, so elements that are typically shorter, less tonal. And you can push it on individual tracks as well as the drum bus to get your drums sounding really loud. You can also sometimes put it on the master channel if you want to mix super loud, like really aggressive drum and bass like Jump Up, or for like really heavy dubstep. So when you hear people getting -3 LUFS on their tracks, they're probably using a clipper like GClip. So let's look at an example here. So you can see I've got a GClip on the master channel here. I've then got a GClip on the drum bus, and this is being pushed, the gain here, to get maximum loudness. I then have some GClips on the certain drum groups. So the kick group here, I've got a GClip, and then the snare group as well, I've got a GClip. And it's being pushed to the max, and then this is just chopping off any peaks. And now if we were to listen to it, so you can see I've got all the drums here on audio. Now let's listen. And you can hear they're absolutely getting smashed and they're super loud, and they still sound quite clean because they're those transient style sounds. And GClip does a really great job, and it's free. I've used it in loads of tracks that I've released. Next up, we have KHS limiter. This is a simple limiter from kilohertz, or is it kilohertz? It basically gain reduces anything that goes above 0 dB to stop it from clipping and sounding weird and distorted. And I use it to control bass peaks. I do normally use Pro L to do this, but sometimes my computer's CPU just can't hack loads of Pro Ls on a project. So then I replace the Pro Ls with the KHS. And it does a decent job. I would say the Pro L is a lot better, but the KHS limiter does have its uses as well. And if you don't have Pro L, then this is a great alternative. So let me play you this little part of the track. So the first bass plays with KHS limiter, the second bass plays with this Pro L here. So I'll play this. You can see it's gain reducing there, and then the KHS I've just got on this first bass, the one that goes boop, and you can see the amount of increase in the gain here. And that just works very nicely. If I put a Pro on here as well, it's just going to use more and more CPU. And if you've not got a really powerful computer, it can sometimes make it really hard to play. So this is a good little alternative. And with quick stab basses like that, it still sounds good. And now finally, the plugin I literally use in every single track, Youlean Loudness Meter. You use this on the master channel to determine how many lufs you're hitting, so you know how loud your track is and if you're hitting the right range for your genre. It's super, super useful. So this is it here. And the thing we want to focus on is the lufs integrated value here. And normally I like to go between -3 to -7. The more aggressive the tune and the genre, the higher you want to get this value. So you just whack it on after the limiter or the clipper or both, and then you should be able to get the final figure from here when you press play on the loudest element of your track, which should be the drop. If it's not the drop, then you need to make some adjustments to your track. So let's press play. So you can see for this track here, we're getting -3 lufs, which is super, super loud, ridiculously loud. And that's because it's more aggressive drum and bass. So that's my top 5 3 plugins. I'll leave a link to all 5 plugins down below, so you can go and download them for free. Let me know in the comments if there's any 3 plugins that you use that I've missed. I'd love to get a discussion going on. Maybe we can find some new gems. And if you enjoy my way of teaching, why not check out my Music Production Academy? There's a link down below for more information on that. I also make sample packs, so make sure to check out them if you want some high quality samples for your future tracks. And if you enjoyed this video, why not watch this video here where I teach you my top 5 tricks to fix your drops and make them sound better.